during double or triple bond. Thus, these reactions are essentially the reverse of addition reactions. The common reaction of this type involve the annihilation of atoms or groups from adjacent carbanion from atom to yield alkenes. Elimination reactions are further divided into two types as given below: unimolecular elimination, even reaction. These are elimination reactions in which rate determining step involves only one molecule. For example, dehydrohalogenation of tertiary alkyl halides usually proceed by even mechanism. Bimolecular elimination or E2 reactions. These are elimination reactions in which rate determining step involves two molecules. For example, primary alkyl halides generally undergo dehydrohalogenation by E2 mechanism. Depending upon the relative positions of atoms or groups eliminated, these reactions are also classified as alpha, beta, or gamma elimination reactions. Alpha elimination reactions. These are reactions in which loss of two atoms or groups occurs from the same atom of a substance. Beta elimination reaction. In these reactions, loss of two atoms or groups occurs adjacent atoms of a substance. Gamma elimination reaction. In these reactions, loss of two atoms or groups occurs from alpha and gamma positions of a molecule, giving rise to the formation of three-membered rings. Rearrangement reactions. These reactions involve either the migration of a functional group from one atom to the other or the complete rearrangement of the chain of carbon atoms present in the compound to form a new product. These rearrangements also takes place through the formation of electrophilic, nucleophilic, or free radical intermediates. It is interesting to note that the preparation of first organic compound urea to be synthesized in the laboratory involved a rearrangement reaction. Isomerism reactions. These reactions involving the conversion of one isomer into another so that the molecular formula and carbon skeletons of the reactants and products always remains the same. For example, conversion of trans 2 butene to cis 2 butane and vice versa is a geometrical isomerism reaction. Condensation reactions. These are reactions in which two or more molecules of the same or different reactions combine to form product with or without the elimination of a simple molecule such as water or alcohol. For example, when acetaldehyde is treated with a dilute alkali. For molecules of acetaldehyde combine to form 3-hydroxybutanol, the reaction is known as aldol condensation. Molecular reactions. These are reactions which involve reorganization of covalent bonds. Covalent bonds either intramolecularly or intermolecularly through cyclic transition state under the influence of heat or light. These reactions do not require any catalyst and no ionic or free radical intermediate is involved. These are collectively called pericyclic reactions. Electrocyclic and cycloaddition reactions are typical examples of such reactions. Electrocyclic reactions. These reactions involve conversion of an acylic diene to a cyclic alkene and vice versa. Cycloaddition reactions. These reactions involve addition of two unsaturated molecules of the same or different substances to form cyclic products. An example of this type is a cycloaddition reaction given below. The student will come across the detailed mechanism of various reactions at appropriate places in the text. Energy changes during reactions. All chemical reactions involve the breaking and making of bonds. Since energy is required to break a bond while energy is released in the formation of a bond, the occurrence of chemical reaction is always accompanied by energy changes in one form to other. We will therefore now present briefly certain basic concepts regarding energy changes such as enthalpy of reaction, energy of activation and transition state. Heat or enthalpy of reaction. Heat or enthalpy of a reaction is the total energy change while accompanies the conversion of a definite number of moles of the reactants into the products. It is possible to calculate the enthalpy of a reaction on the basis of bond dissociation energies of various bonds broken and formed during the reaction. For instance, let us consider the following hypothetical reaction. Let us suppose that x1, x2, x3 and x4 represents the bond dissociation energies of the respective bonds involved in the reaction. During the reaction, two bonds A, B and C, D are broken while two new bonds A, C and B, D are formed. The two bonds broken require a total number of x1 plus x2 kilojoule mole inverse of energy, while the two bonds formed liberate a total of energy x3 plus x4 kilojoule mole inverse. Therefore, the total energy change during the reaction, or in other words, heat of the reaction, should be x1 plus x2 minus x3 plus x4. It is apparent that if the energy consumed is more than the energy released, there would be overall consumption of energy. The reaction would be endothermic and del H would have a positive value. On the other hand, if energy consumed is less than the energy released, there would be a net liberation of energy. The reaction would be exothermic and del H would have a negative value. Thus, the reaction between is an methane and chlorine. Thus, the reaction between methane and chlorine is an exothermic reaction, since it results in the liberation of 104.5 kilojoule of energy for every mole of methane converted into methyl